Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Lavinia and I wanted to share in this video some ATC cards that I have made along with another collab that I am going to be joining in for this month of April. So the first thing are the ATC cards, and I showed a video just yesterday, and these are ATC cards for Lottie. And this is hosted by Janet K. I will link both Lottie's and Janet K's. Her channel is Sunflowers and Crafts in my description box. These are just ATC cards due to Janet K by May 10th. So definitely check out Janet K's channel, Sunflowers and Crafts, for more details. So let me start. So I made 4 so far. I will probably make a few more. So here is this first one. And what I used was my paper punch. You've seen this probably before if you watched the Beauty and the Bee. And I punched out a couple of flower petals there. And then I used the two brads to make the center. So these are like a 3-dimensional. I have a leaf here and a couple here. This is just an ATC card, and all I'm putting on here per Janet's request is the name and your name and the name of your YouTube channel if you have a YouTube channel. And so this is just a piece of cardstock that I glued down on top of the ATC card, and then I have this little affirmation, or it says simple pleasures are life's treasures. So I glued that down on 3 sides, and then I added the flowers. And I was leaving it at that until I noticed that I had this little scrap, or this little border. It's from a die set that I had bought. I think it was either at Joann's or Michael's. I don't remember. Probably Joann's, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I thought that would give it a nice little finishing touch, and the paper had coordinated with this original paper that I had. So that's my first one. I really like the way that one turned out. And then I made this one. This one is, I guess, landscape. And again, it's just the ATC card. This one is kind of simple. I have here this little affirmation. It says cherish each day, and this is from an ephemera pack. And then I used one of my little cluster stickers that I made with labels, and this is actually my last one that I have left, but it's just one of those large sticker labels, and I cut it in pieces, and then I just glued on just some scraps and other pieces of ephemera. And then I took the backing off, placed it on here, and I just trimmed it down to fit onto the ATC card. And I really like this one too. It's just something different and quirky, and I thought that would be nice. Then the other one I made is this one. So this too is just the ATC card, and this is from an old planner. So it's from 2023, and I save those planners because I do use the pages for scraps, and then maybe even some of the pretty pages and cardstock for embellishments or journal covers or notebook covers. So this came from here, and then I just fussy cut around it and just glued down this side and this side and this side. And then I have this little tag that I had made a while ago. And this is from a die cut machine, or a die cut, from a die. And then I had stamped some butterflies on here. And then I had put this lace piece of die on here too. And then I have this little twine to coordinate here. And it has like the little tag stamp. I had bought a tag stamp set a while ago, and I was playing around with it, and so I thought that this would be kind of nice to have in here, like a little tuck spot, little journal note where, if she wants to maybe write a word or a date or anything like that, she can go ahead and do that. So that's that one. And then my last one is that I have so far is a Zentangle. And this one is called Henna Drum, this particular tangle. And I did put here Zentangle is Henna Drum. So that's the name of this particular tangle. I think it's really pretty, this particular tangle. And if the recipient wants to color it in, you know, with markers or coloring pencils, or just leave it the way it is, you know, she can do that too. So those are my 4 ATC cards. I haven't made ATC cards probably in about 10 plus years or so. So it was nice to, you know, get out the pack and do some small little art cards. All right, and then the next thing I wanted to show you is the next collab that I'm going to be joining is the hashtag Whimsical Fantasy Coloring 25. And this is hosted by Polly, and I will link Polly's channel in the description box. It's at Polly's Pretties Coloring Craft 1098. And this runs from April 1st through the 30th. And it's just coloring 1 or more whimsical or fantasy pages a week, and then just upload it on Monday. So I think this past Monday was March 31st. So I've been working on some coloring pages. I'm not going to show those now because that will be part of the hashtag, but I do want to show you one that I'm in the process of making or coloring, because that's going to take a while. It won't be done by tomorrow. So I am using these 2 coloring books. This one, Gnomes in the Neighborhood, and I've had this one for quite a few years, and I've colored in maybe a few pages here and there. So I will and then I did complete, I think last week, because Polly had given us a heads up, a few coloring pages to show. So I have that one. And then the other coloring book, I really love this one. I only colored in a couple of pages, and this one is called Fairy Tales, coloring book by Emily Liedhall Oberg. I think I want to say I may have gotten this from Amazon. I think that's probably right where I got this one. But I want to show you the page that I'm currently coloring in, and I'm using my shuttle art coloring pencils, and I'll show you how I select my pencils as well. So this is the page I'm currently working on, and I want to say that this has taken me about 2 hours so far, and that's because I know it's pretty much that long because I'm watching some videos pertaining to a class I'm taking, and they're about 45 minutes to an hour long, and I figure I can listen and just color in as I'm doing that. But it's taking that long because I do like to put in the shading. There's various layers. So right now I'm at this point here. This is just a base. I will be putting in the shading in here as well. I love the way these little berries turned out, and I like the way that it looks 3-dimensional with these windows here with the shading. So if that's something that you want to see, maybe I can show you, if you want to see a video as to maybe how I shade this top part, let me know. Or maybe some of the leaves or these other berries, just go ahead and let me know in the comment section. But this will not, so once this is completed, I'll show that in a future video. But I do have some pages for that collab in this book that I will be sharing. I don't think, yeah, there's another page that I started a couple of years ago when I first got this one, and I haven't completed it yet either. So this might be another one that I'll finish and then I'll show as part of this collab. It just takes a while because I do like to put the shading in on my coloring pages. So but that is it. So it's my ATC cards and these books. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you're joining in this collab or any of these, go ahead and let me know in the comment section, because I would love to see what you're making, what you're coloring. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.